Hi everyone. Since you can't come to the studio, I thought I'd bring the studio to you. So this is a 30-minute Hatha Yoga class. We're going to do a brief warm-up. We're going to do some sun salutations, a couple of standing poses probably, and then we'll come down onto the ground and do a little bit of floor work. And of course, I'm going to set you up for Shavasana. You might want to have a timer nearby because my Shavasana will just be a couple of minutes. And then, when my video ends, you might want to have like a 10-minute timer set up for your Shavasana. All right, so sit up tall and comfortably and start to roll your shoulders back and down. Take some deep breaths as you move. If you've been feeling a little bit stressed out lately, you can exhale through your mouth. We'll do a few circles in the opposite direction. Bring your shoulders back to neutral and tuck your chin down into your chest. Allow your head to hang nice and heavy, heavy like a bowling ball. Begin to move into a half neck roll or a full neck roll, whatever you like better. Continue to take deep breaths as you move. If you're doing full neck rolls, do a few in the other direction. Finish with your chin on your chest, relax your shoulders, let your head be heavy. And on your next inhale, slowly bring your head back up to neutral. Pick your hands up off of your knees and rotate the wrists or make figure eights with your wrists. And continue to make figure eights or circles with your wrists and slowly start to bring your arms out to the side at shoulder height. Bring your arms into neutral with your palms facing down. Spread your fingers wide, sit up tall. Rotate your palms to face forward, and then slowly rotate your palms up to face the sky. If you feel like you could use a little bit more stretch, if this is not enough for you, you can keep your palms facing up and just point your fingertips down toward the floor, bending at the wrists. Relax your hands, inhale, arms up. Interlace your fingers, point your index fingers to the sky and reach your shoulders up towards your ears. Take one more deep breath. And on your exhale, bring your arms out in front in line with your shoulders. Tuck your chin into your chest and take 2 deep breaths into your upper back. On your next inhale, raise your hands up overhead. Exhale, release your hands slowly to your sides and down to the floor. Bring your hands on your knees, sit up tall. Look over your right shoulder and start to open your chest to the right. Coming into a gentle twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come back to center. Look over your right shoulder, draw your shoulder behind you, open up your chest. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Come back to center. Relax your shoulders. And take a nice deep breath in. Take one more deep breath. Take your left shoulder across to your right side. Reach your heart way out in front and circle around to the other side. Sufi circles. Deep breath in. Exhale out in front. Try to relax your head. Allow your head to hang out in front. Gently make your way back to center. Switch the cross of your legs. We'll move in the opposite direction. Take your right shoulder across to your left knee. Reach out in front, head is relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Gently bring yourself back to center. You can bring your legs back into your original cross if you like. And sit tall but relaxed. You can bring your thumb and index finger together for the Gyan Mudra. Palms facing up is to receive energy. Palms facing down is to ground yourself. Close your eyes and notice how you feel in your body today. Notice how you feel in your mind. What kinds of thoughts have been going through your mind? And notice too how you're feeling emotionally today. And just allow yourself to feel whatever comes up. Try not to stop it or push it away or push it back down. Just allow yourself to feel. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale out your mouth. You can slowly open up your eyes. And we'll be moving into tabletop. So come onto your hands and knees. Hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. On your inhale, lift your tailbone up, lower your belly, draw your chest forward, look forward or up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tail, reach your back up to the sky, angry cat. Move back and forth through cat, cow, deep breaths. Last one. Exhale, round your spine, come up on your fingertips, tuck your toes, reach your back up even more, relax your head. Take a deep breath into your back. And then untuck your toes and sit back to child's pose. Take a few deep breaths in child's pose. And on your next inhale, slowly come back up to tabletop. Step your right foot back behind you, tuck your toes, press back through your heel, lean into it. Stretch out the back of your leg, and then raise your leg up behind you. Point and flex your toes a few times. Bend your knee, flex your foot, press up through your heel. You can start to open your hip to the side a little bit if that feels good. And then exhale, lower your knee. Step your left foot back behind you, tuck your toes, press back through your heel, lean into it. And then raise your leg up behind you, point and flex your toes a few times. Draw your belly button to your spine, stay strong on your arms. And then flex your foot, bend your knee, press your foot up to the sky. You can open the hip a little if that feels nice. One more deep breath. Exhale, lower your knee. Sit your hips slightly back toward your heels and then lean your hips to one side, draw them slightly forward. Then circle them back around behind you and to the other side. Big half circles with your hips. Deep breath. Finish your last side. And come back to tabletop. Step your hands out in front a little ways, tuck your toes and lift your hips for downward facing dog. Knees can be bent if you like, or you can walk out your dog, bend one knee, straighten the other back and forth. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up behind you. You can bend your knee if you like and open up your hip if that's feeling good for you. If it doesn't feel all that great, just lift it a little. On your next inhale, step your right foot through to your hands. Press back through your left heel, lower your knee. Bring your hands up onto your thigh, press it away. Reach up tall. Exhale, release your hands. Tuck your toes, step your right foot back, come into downward dog. Draw your belly button to your spine, relax your head as heavy as you can. Reach long through your arms and your ribs. One more deep breath. Inhale your left leg up behind you, any expression you like. And then step your left foot through to your hands. Press back through your right heel, lower your knee, hands on your thigh, press it away, reach up tall. Lower your hands to the floor, tuck your right toes, step to downward dog. Again, feel free to walk out your dog, bend one knee, straighten the other back and forth. If you'd like a little bit more here, you can take the bent knee and bring it across to the opposite side, giving your hips a little twist. Wag the tail. One more deep breath, come up high on your toes. Exhale, release. You can step, walk, or hop your feet to your hands. Come into forward fold. Bend your knees if you need. Grab your elbows if you like. Sway from side to side. Take one more deep breath here. Relax your hands. Inhale halfway up. Back is nice and straight. Reach back through your hips. Bend your knees. Come into chair pose. Reach your hands out in front. Take a deep breath. Inhale, come to standing. Reach your arms up. And then slowly release your hands by your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Come to standing mountain pose, palms face forward, feet directly under your hips. The insides of your feet parallel to one another. Chin parallel with the floor. Notice the sensation of your feet on the ground. Notice the heaviness of your legs and the lightness of your spirit. Take another nice deep breath. Exhale through your mouth. Bring your palms into prayer. Inhale, raise your hands up to the sky. Separate your hands, arms in a V, palms face forward. Reach up to where the ceilings meet the walls. And then bring your palms back together and prayer fold forward. You can bend your knees if you need. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Step your right foot all the way back, press back through your heel. You can have your knee down for an easier practice or have your knee up for a challenging practice. Hands on your thigh, press it away. Raise your hands to the sky. Interlace your fingers, index fingers point to the sky, Kali Mudra. Take a powerful breath into your lungs. Exhale, release your hands. Step to plank or half plank. Press back through your heels, squeeze your legs, belly button to spine. Nice and strong in your arms, one more deep breath. Exhale, come down slow, elbows in with control. You can come into Cobra or into Sphinx pose. This is Cobra, this is Sphinx. Exhale, release. Hands by your chest. Press back to child's pose or downward facing dog. What do you need right now in your body? Do you need a little rest? If you're in child's pose, make your way into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up behind you and step your foot through to your hands. If it only gets halfway, lower your back knee, hand on the foot, help it forward. Your back knee can be down or up for strong practice. Press your hands into your thigh, interlace your fingers, Kali Mudra, raise your hands. One powerful breath into your lungs. Exhale, release your hands. Tuck your toes and step to forward fold. On your next inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway up again. Sit down to chair pose, reach your hands out in front, take a powerful breath into your lungs. Inhale, come up to standing. Reach up tall and release your hands to your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Take a deep breath in. Come up to the top of your mat again. Raise your hands up to the sky. Separate your arms, arms in a V, palms face forward. Reach up as tall as you can. Bring your palms into prayer over your head. Prayer fold forward. On your inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Step your left foot all the way back. Knee can be down or up for stronger practice. Raise your hands to the sky, Kali Mudra. Interlace your fingers, index fingers point to the sky. One more deep breath. Exhale, release your hands. Step to plank or half plank. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, come down slow, elbows in with control. Come into Cobra or into Sphinx pose. Exhale, release. Come into Child's pose. Take a nice deep breath in Child's pose. On your next inhale, make your way into downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up behind you, any expression you like, and then step your left foot through to your hands. Back knee can be down or up. Raise your hands, interlace your fingers. One more deep breath. Exhale, release your hands, and step to forward fold. Relax here, grab onto your opposite elbows, relax your head as heavy as you can, and you can gently sway from side to side if you like. One more deep breath here. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Sit down into chair pose, reach your hands out in front, reach your hips back behind you. One more deep breath. Inhale, come up to center, raise your hands, arms in a V, palms face forward. Exhale, slowly release your hands to your sides. Wonderful, you did so good, your sun salutations. All right, we're gonna come into a few standing poses. To step up to the top side of your mat, bring your hands onto your hips. Step your right foot straight back. Make sure that your back heel is planted and your right toes can point slightly out to the right. Bend into your left knee, knee over the heel or the ankle. Your hip bones squared as much as you can to the front of your mat. Raise your hands up to the sky. Squeeze your right buttock. Reach up as tall as you can. I'm going to take 2 deep breaths here. Release your hands slowly to your hips. Heel toe your right foot wider, opening your hip, coming into warrior 2. Front knee is still over the heel, back leg straight, and the hips are open to the side. Raise your arms in line with your mat. Relax your shoulders. Stare at your left middle finger as though you're staring through a stream of tap water. Take 1 more deep breath. Bring your hands onto your hips. Come up onto your back toes. See if you can turn and pivot to the front of your mat. If this is too hard, heel toe your feet together and just step to the front of your mat. Now lower your hands to the floor and step to forward fold. Relax here. Head nice and heavy. Reach up through the backs of your legs. On your next inhale, halfway up. Exhale, sit down to chair. Reach your hands out in front. Take a powerful breath. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms in a V, palms face forward. Exhale, release. Other side. Hands on your hips. Step your left foot back, warrior 1. Knee over the heel or ankle. Both hip bones squared to the front of your mat. Belly button to spine. Back heel is planted. Don't float the heel. Plant the heel, point the toes more to the left if you need. Hips squared, raise your arms. Gonna take 2 deep breaths here. Release your hands onto your hips. Heel toe your left foot wider, come into warrior 2. The toes are pointing mainly to the left. Front knee is over the heel or ankle. Raise your arms. Relax your shoulders. Reach your arms away from each other. Gaze at your right middle finger. Take 1 more deep breath. Pivot on your back toes if you're able to. Windmill your hands to the floor. Step to forward fold. Bend your knees and straighten them out once or twice. Relax your head. Take 1 more deep breath. On your inhale, halfway up. Exhale, sit down to chair pose. Reach your hands out in front. Reach your hips back behind. Reach across the room like there's something really good over there, like a chocolate cake or a kitten or a puppy or a yellow Lamborghini. Inhale, come up to standing. Arms in a V, palms face forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands. Bring your palms into prayer. Ground down into your feet. Bring all the energy into your legs and your feet. You can even imagine tree roots growing out of the bottoms of your feet, reaching down into the spring soil. Take 1 more deep cleansing breath. Inhale, raise your hands to the sky. Prayer, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower your hands to the floor. Step your right foot back, lower the knee. Left foot back, lower the knee. Sit towards your heels. You're gonna take your feet out from under you. Bend your knees, feet flat, feet wide. Lean on your hands. Lower your knees slowly, right and left. And then gently bring your knees back to center. Bend your knees, feet flat. Gonna come down and reverse sit up if that's too much. Use helping hands to come down. Gonna draw your knees into your chest when you get there. One hand at each knee. And gently roll from side to side. Take some nice deep breaths while you're here. You can begin to draw circles on the ceiling with your knees. And then a few circles in the other direction. Draw your knees into your chest, give them a good squeeze in. And then one hand each knee, separate your knees as wide as you can. Gently rock and roll from side to side. You can stay here like this if this is enough stretch for you. If you want more, we can come into happy baby. Go into it right away if you know the pose. If not, bring your hands behind your knees. Keep your knees as low as you can and start to flex your feet and raise your feet up in the air. Bottoms of the feet pretty much parallel with the ceiling, and then you can gently rock from side to side if you want to. If it looks like you can reach, you're more than welcome to grab onto your big toes or the edges of your feet. Or you could even use a strap or a belt here. Take a few more deep breaths in the pose. Make your way back to center. Let go of your feet if you're holding. Knees together, lower your feet. Bring your hands beside you on the mat, palms down. Tuck your shoulder blades under you one at a time, a little bit. And heels pretty much under the knees, I think. Squeeze your buttocks and just lift your hips up off of the floor as much as you feel comfortable doing. So a little or a lot. And then on your exhale, slowly come back down. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, reach up. Or you can just hold the pose. Exhale, come down. One more like that. And then from here, we're moving into Shavasana already. Went by so fast. You can straighten out your legs. You can put something under your knees if you like. Remember, you can turn off my video and turn on your timer or turn on a song that's a certain length of time that you like. Relaxing here in Shavasana. Feet separated, legs in a V. Hands can be on your belly or out to the sides. Palms up is to receive. Palms down is to ground. Allow your body to completely relax. There's nothing left to do. There's nowhere else to go. Settle into the light of your being with every exhale. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.